My next guest makes her UFC debut coming up here on May 27th at UFC Fight Night, 1:30 in Liverpool. She's going to be taking on Gillian Robertson. It is Meatball Molly McCann joining me here on the program for the very first time. Molly, how are you?
I'm brilliant. It's about 25 degrees in Liverpool, which it's never normally this hot. So whenever the sun's out, we all have a barbecue and enjoy it. So
Nice. Well, I appreciate you taking time away from your barbecue to do this interview. And right off the bat, congratulations on getting this fight. Where does this rank in terms of life moments? Making your UFC debut in Liverpool, like that's got to be at the top of the list.
I mean, it's pretty much it's up there, Jay. But I don't know. My last fight, I headlined the arena for a world title. So in terms of special moments, I'm not sure if I'll ever beat that one in my life.
Yeah.
But this is this is a lot more
Prestigious.
It's just, yeah, it's really up there. It is. It's a you've got to pinch yourself to see if it's real kind of moment.
Yeah, and that was an awesome fight. Cage Warriors 90. I mean, anyone that watches it on UFC Fight Pass, go check it out. The reception you got from the crowd was unreal. Like, it was so cool to see all that. Did you feel like after you got that win that a UFC contract was next? Did you pretty much know it at that point?
I knew I could have gone to the Ultimate Fighter 26, and I knew I wanted to win a title on Cage Warriors first. Like, I'm a person of goals, and I set my goals out and then I accomplished them. And the goal was always to win a world title on Cage Warriors, then go to the UFC. So I was approached a few times for different shows to go to the UFC on Contender Series and then stuff, and it just didn't feel right. Do you know what I mean? And then it's kind of like it's written in the stars. All of this has happened. Like, won the fight in emphatic fashion, and then I was getting ready to put pen to paper to retain the belt in September because the UFC didn't come straight away, and then Mick Maynard and the boys at the UFC listened to the internet, I think, and they knew who I was, but I think not many women get the reception that I get. I'm just the daughter of my city. I'm a daughter of Liverpool, and when I walk through the streets, I'm just one of the city, and I'm a loved person in our city. So, yeah, it's all going to be big. It's going to be big.
And with all that said, I knew you found out about this a while before. Was it tough keeping it a secret? Because I know the UFC hadn't made it official, and then there was some reports floating around. And you can't say anything. Like, how tough was that?
I can't hold my own piss in. So it was so tough trying to not tell anyone. People would be coming in asking, are you in or you not? I said, I can't say yes or no, which kind of implied anyway, but I wasn't allowed to confirm or deny. The second it was actually released, the internet went nuts, like crazy. And yeah, honestly, I've been like riding the crest of a wave for the last few weeks. I've been a world champion for 2 months. I've been signed with the UFC for about 4 weeks. So it's going to be great to make the debut in my hometown.
And how much do you feel like having that fight for Cage Warriors, winning the title, that was a high pressure situation? Because again, you have the crowd on your side, everyone wants you to win, you win. How much do you feel like that's going to help you in your debut? Because for a lot of people, they have those UFC jitters.
Yeah, so this is the thing. So me and my coaches sat down and we was assessing the situation and what Gillian Robertson brings to the table. And my coach said, the only way I see you losing this is if the UFC jitters get you. And I just said, Paul, I've gone from fighting in a sports hall in front of 10 people to headlining an arena outside of the UFC, a female headline. It doesn't really happen. And I said, I've had the weight of the world on my shoulders and I thrived on it. I'm one of them. What's asked of me, I can give under pressure. Do you know what I mean? So that fight camp, there was a lot of mental side. I was thinking, am I really world title ready? I knew I was. I knew from the day I started I'd win a world title. But then it's like, shit, I'm in this situation. Am I worthy of this moment? Do I deserve it? All this shit runs through your head. And then on fight night, when my song came on, and I just looked and I thought, this is what I was made to do. I was made to headline. I was made for big things. So the last fight camp, I was very like nervous and I never doubt myself, but there was a lot of what if, what if, what if. This time there's no sweat. It's like I've done it. I'm probably going to be 1 to 5, so I'll be on the first 5 fights. I get to go in. No, there'll probably be more people for when I fight than the UFC's ready for. I don't think they think as many people are going to be there as what they will, and there's no pressure. I haven't got any pressure. I'm an established fighter. I'm 28. I do this for a living, and it's just like you hear most of the fighters say it a lot. I'm at home when I'm in the cage, so when I'm there, that's when I'm the happiest meatball. There or a buffet line for food.
That's right. I like that. That's awesome. You talked about Gillian Robertson. How do you feel like you match up against her in this fight?
Me and Gillian Robertson, how I compare and how I weigh her up. I see her as she's all-rounded, obviously expertise in jiu-jitsu, comes from a great camp, training partner in Joanna Jędrzejczyk. So what I bring to the table with my striking and my wrestling defence, Joanna has. So she's going to be used to someone who can put it on her. But I've seen her break in fights, and if you've seen any of my fights, I don't break. And in any of my fights, if I get taken down, when I get up, you get punished and you get put to sleep. So I don't fear a takedown. I don't think she fears getting hit. But I know I've only got to land one punch and it's good night. She's got to get past my hands, past my kicks. She's got to get my hips or get a single leg, get me to the floor, keep me to the floor, look for a submission. You've got to get past all that to beat me, and it's yet to be done. So I see me coming out, end the first round, getting the stoppage, or 2 minutes into the second.
I like it. Look at that. As far as training camp, has it just been business as usual, same training partners and everything like that ahead of your debut here?
Yeah, I've kind of got a recipe of what's not broke, I don't need to fix. Do you know what I mean? So I train in a gym that has 3 world champions on the mat. That says a lot for what we bring to the table in our gym and the professionalism that we have. And my gym's like a grappling gym, grappling MMA, and somehow I'm a striker. So I think I'm training with people who have more to beat me than what my opponent ever does. Like, I'm getting better training on the mat every day to prepare me than what my opponent ever is. So I don't feel like I need to go anywhere else. I don't need to change anything up. It's worked for me. In 5 years, I've gone from stepping into a gym to winning a world title to signing for the UFC in 5 years. So it's not too bad. It must be working.
Yeah, I was going to say. And I know in the past you've trained a bit with Amanda Cooper. I know she was out there. Was she part of this camp, or what was the camp before she was part of?
So say about three summers ago, I came to America and I travelled and trained, and me and Bobby just got this connection. We both started fighting boxing at 11. We're both, I'd say, like funny outgoing people, and we just get each other, little soulmates we are. And I've been in her corner and done a few fight camps for her, and she wanted to return the favour for my world title fight. So four or five of the Americans came out and done bits with us. But this camp, we didn't really need anyone else because I think Gillian's so jiu-jitsu. I wouldn't say I needed the Americans to come over for American style wrestling. My hands and striking and wrestling's better than hers. Her jiu-jitsu, her gi jiu-jitsu is better than mine. Her MMA jiu-jitsu we're yet to see. But my gym's grappling based, so I didn't really need anyone else. If I just train in the jiu-jitsu only classes to feel out what Gillian would be like.
What's next for you after this fight? I know you're not looking past your opponent by any means, but do you want to fight in the United States? Is that something on your list?
Of course. Coming from boxing, that being my background, I'd love to fight in Madison Square Garden. Maybe even more so than the MGM in Vegas. I never turned down to fight anywhere in America, but but Madison Square Garden's like, that's on my to-do list. That's on my bucket list to finish. There is a girl who I watched fight a couple of weeks ago. I think she's from Dominic Cruz's gym. I think she's called Mueller.
Oh, Lauren Mueller, yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind fighting her for. She's a undefeated striker. I think I could knock her out in the first round. So, I don't know where the UFC is gonna. If I win this in good fashion, am I going to be fighting top 10? Like, because I don't know. I'm not obviously ranked in their ranking system yet, but I don't know. I'm a world champion outside their organisation, so I deserve to be top 15. Do you know what I mean? So
I do, yeah. I agree.
I think she's number 12 on the list. So give me her, and then I don't know. I'll knock another one out and then ask for the title probably.
Well, in the meantime, you've got this awesome fight coming up here, like I mentioned off the top. It's UFC Fight Night 130 in Liverpool on May 27th. I can't wait for this card, even just as an outsider. This is going to be super cool to witness. Molly, it was great getting a chance to talk to you. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you got any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours.
Cool. It's at Meatball Molly on everything. I keep it as simple as that. Big shout out to Scramble, Vigor Kitchen. I'm just absolutely rubbish with shouting all this. just go over to my my Instagram or my Twitter, and all my sponsors are there. But obviously, I wouldn't be where I am without them. And yeah, see you May 27th. It's going to be bigger than UFC Dublin. I put my hands on my heart, and I know that's going to happen.
What's up, fight fans? If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to see even more interviews with your favorite UFC and Bellator fighters. We've also got coverage at events, including post-fight press conferences and media scrums. And if you like this video, check out the video to my right. It's worth your time.